Our next speaker is also one of the most prominent progressive elected officials, very much like Representative David Morales, making change. I give you Senator Sam Bell.
Thank you all for coming out here. You know, when rounds of protests last summer, inside the halls of power, you know what everyone said? They said, this isn't a problem we have here. They said, this isn't a problem that we have here in Rhode Island. And you know what? What we saw on Sales Ave was just yet another piece of proof that that was bullshit. That here in Rhode Island, these problems are real. This is a problem here in Rhode Island with the cops in Rhode Island. The Providence Police, especially the Pawtucket Police, and the state police. And that means we have to take action here. And what happened after historic protests, after thousands and thousands of Rhode Islanders marching in the streets, what our government did was basically nothing. And so of course it's going to keep happening. Of course we're going to keep seeing rounds and rounds of police brutality. When we don't change anything, we're going to keep seeing the same thing happening over and over and over again. We have to take action. We have to pass Senator Mack's bill to repeal the Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights. Not reform it, not tweak it. We need to repeal it. We, instead of funding, 50 new cops for the Providence Police, 28 new state police cops, we need to defund the state police and the Providence Police. And definitely the Pawtucket Police, where, oh my God, are things out of control. You know, when that cop, off-duty Pawtucket cop, shot up that car and shot the teenager in the arm, West Greenwich, I ran into the mayor of Pawtucket right afterwards. And I told him, it's a huge problem. He got all defensive. And in our conversations, he said that the shooting of Dominique Silva, who was a young black man shot dead by the Pawtucket Police, they said he had a gun. It turned out to be a BB gun. And he said that that was a good shooting. There is no such thing as a good shooting. No one shot dead by the police is a good shooting. We've got a huge problem here in our state. And everyone who's been brutalized by the police in Rhode Island, these are real people. And it's time for the policymakers in our state to understand that we have to take action. This is not some abstract thing for other people. And I'm going to renew my call for Mayor Jorge Elorza to fire Steve Paré, to fire Chief Clements, and to clean out the entire top brass of the Providence Police. It can be done. We did it with the state police and replaced them with people who were just as bad. But you can do it and actually replace them with good people. It's theoretically possible. I believe we can do it. And if Jorge Elorza keeps the same people in power at the Providence Police, and they keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, it's his responsibility. And you know what else we don't talk about very much? this mayor personally controls all of the prosecutorial decisions in this city. In other places, there's an elected DA. Not in Providence. It's all controlled by the mayor through the police. This mayor is the one who chooses to overcharge people. He chooses to criminalize substance use disorder. These are decisions made by our mayor. We have to change this. We have to uproot this system, root and branch, and we have a lot of work to do. And I don't want to be standing here year after year with episode of police brutality, one after another after another. We had a year where we did nothing. We can't have another year like that. This next year, we have to demand that our politicians take action. And if they don't, they need to be voted out in the primaries in 2022.
Thank you so much, Senator.